Hello everyone. The kingfisher family of birds, which inhabits the vicinity of rivers and other bodies of water worldwide, are distinctive looking and brightly colored. The kingfisher bird stands out from the crowd thanks to its brightly colored plumage and shrill calls. They are frequently seen sitting in a tree, hardly moving. But as soon as they spot prey, they take off quickly and swoop down to capture it. It is truly amazing how diverse the kingfisher family is. Some unbelievable kingfisher facts. The kingfisher bird was the subject of numerous, intricate Greek myths. The myth of the halcyon days, which alludes to the peaceful time of mild weather at the winter solstice, is one of the most well-known. Greek mythology held that the god of winds controlled the weather to allow the halcyon kingfisher to peacefully lay her eggs. Since the kingfisher doesn't actually breed in the winter, it is unclear where this myth originated. Since they spend the majority of their time perched in trees, kingfisher birds have very strong legs. The kingfisher's eggs are almost entirely white in color. Where we can locate the kingfisher, except for the most extreme polar and desert climates, these birds can be found almost everywhere in the world. Tropical areas like Africa, South Asia, Australia, and the rest of the Pacific seem to have the highest concentration. Most species are found close to lakes and rivers. Nests of a kingfisher. For a bird, the kingfisher has the peculiar habit of boring burrows into banks, tree cavities, or termite mounds. The parents will have made a burrow that is between 3 and 6.5 feet long with a nesting chamber at the end after about a week of digging out dirt with their feet. Kingfisher scientific name. The kingfisher family is known by the scientific name Alcidinidae. The Latin name for the bird, Alcedo, is where this scientific name originates. Currently, 90 species have been identified, and each one is divided into 3 different types: true fishing kingfishers, forest kingfishers, and New World kingfishers. Bee-eaters, rollers, and motmots are all members of the Coraciiformes order, and they are all closely related to the entire kingfisher family. Size, appearance, and behavior of a kingfisher. The kingfisher appears to have been haphazardly assembled in a laboratory. It has a small, compact body, stubby tail, and a relatively large head, thick feet, and dagger-like bill. The African dwarf kingfisher, which measures 4 inches long, is the smallest species. The laughing kookaburra, which has a 2 feet wingspan and an 18 inches body, and the giant kingfisher are the largest. The feathers are typically decorated with a variety of different patterns and stripes and are typically some shade of vivid blue, green, orange, or red. Some species have a noticeable crest on their heads as well. Small social groups made up of mating pairs or families are preferred by these birds. It communicates with each other using a variety of vocalizations, such as clicks, whistles, screams, and chirps. Of all the species, the laughing kookaburra, which is native to Australia, makes the funniest sound. This call sounds like a loud laugh, as the name would imply. The kingfisher spends a lot of time keeping itself clean. To clean off, it will dive into the water, then rub its bill against a branch to keep it clean. Timing and pattern of kingfisher migration. These birds generally don't venture too far from their home range. They will aggressively defend their home range from intruders because it is so important to them. Few kingfisher species deviate from this rule. Belted kingfishers, for example, migrate over great distances. It migrates as far south as Mexico and Central America in the winter and breeds as far north as Alaska and Canada. The belted kingfisher spends the entire year on the American continent. What food does a kingfisher consume? Despite their names, the majority of species do not only focus on fish. Insects, snakes, skinks, spiders, crabs, mice, scorpions, berries, and even smaller birds are all common prey items for these highly opportunistic hunters. The type of diet is determined by the food options in the area. Threats to and predators of kingfishers. Natural predators, habitat loss, and introduced non-native predators are a few threats these birds must contend with in the wild. Kingfisher lifespan, offspring, and reproduction. The breeding season for these birds can occur at any time of the year. An elaborate process of aerial pursuits, reciprocal feeding, and attention-seeking displays of affection are all part of courtship. Because these birds frequently pair up for life once they find a mate, this helps to strengthen their relationship. The female will lay 1 egg per day after the mates have mated until she has between 2 and 10 eggs in the nest. Depending on the circumstances, couples can have up to 4 broods in a single year. The parents almost always have a significant influence on how their offspring develops because the young chicks come out of the eggs blind and defenseless. Younger members of the laughing and blue-winged kookaburra species may assist their elders with household chores. The chick's flight feathers will eventually grow after 3 to 8 weeks. They won't have much time to master the intricacies of flight before the parents forcibly remove the chicks from the nest. The average lifespan in the wild is between 6 and 14 years, depending on the species. Population of kingfishers. The entire kingfisher family is in great health. Conservation organizations typically consider the majority of species to be of least concern. With between 700,000 and 1.4 million mature birds in the wild, the common kingfisher is possibly the most common species. The belted and giant kingfishers are both strong birds. The Marques's kingfisher and the Tuamatu kingfisher, two of the world's rarest kingfishers that live on small Pacific islands, are both considered critically endangered. The most endangered of all is the Micronesian kingfisher, which has vanished entirely from the wild. There are only about 150 captive individuals, some of which are housed at the San Diego Zoo. So, what do you think about the kingfisher? Comment us below. And if you found value in this video, do like and share with your loved ones and do subscribe for more videos like this. We will see you in the next one. Until then, take care.